I think that's better. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that that my absence didn't cause you too much pain and suffering. And hope that we can play some more cool tournaments. I got 2 rapid points back recently. I lost to a cheater. Joining up. Here we go.
Ready. Going berserk.
Okay, I'm going berserk with this person. I think that I might be able to afford to, given my
check.
Given the rating difference. They can't take it back because they're pinned. The knight, that is. Kick them because they're threatening mate there if this defender moves, so must end that threat quickly. Thanks for following. Okay, so they retreated. Now, I think maybe a better thing for them to have done would be have supported the pawn like this and offered a sacrifice of the knight. Hello. IDK, I'm gonna bust it open now. This pinned knight is the source of a lot of trouble for them. Can I take this?
Check.
We wind up with the same thing. It's just that this way, there's less of a chance of me trading queens and more of a chance of playing this line where I can play bishop e3. Simple development. Simple development. I got a frog caught in my throat there. I don't know. Don't know what happened. I'm a girl. My name is Melissa. The stream is tagged feminist chess. The streaming mention is I am woman, hear me chess. I think you know I'm a girl. I'm trying to find a way to keep them in the center. I think I found it. It's kind of weird. Put some pressure on here. Sometimes the modifier key does not modify before I draw the arrow. Let's just toy with them. I need pieces and complications. Getting a little bit short on time, I guess, is why I have the conserving tone. Who is this guy? If this person bothers you in the chat, just block them or mute them. I'm busy right now and I don't have the chat shit open. Sure you were. And you just happen to ask very right-wing questions along with your mistake or your need to know, as you say. Actually, they were very good deductions I made without a lot of evidence. Wrong shun. Sun. Okay, and see if I can keep them in the center with this line of check. That would be nice. Okay, this is second best. Okay, good. I'm glad they didn't move somewhere where they could defend this square c5.
Check. Check. Check.
Ah, shit. That's how I'm playing.
Check.
I could have pre-moved that, actually.
Check. time is running out. Check. 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 Check.
Oh, this is that Yalmar person.
You lose.
Their training's much higher. They haven't played very many games. It's really frustrating to lose to somebody who's 1600. But I haven't been playing very many rapid games. Still, just something odd about this. Oh my god, who is this guy? Why don't you have, like, anything better to do with your time? Like, I feel so sorry for you. And, they were playing pretty strong. And people are not their rating. If anything, you can say they're their performance. And they performed very well, I have to say. I am wax, but not how you think. Verse you idiotic ones. Okay. Suffix much? Oh, that's suffixing too much. Just one H. Actually, there's no H at all. It's just a single O. That's the word, but we changed it. We changed it. Yeah, Yalmar played very well.
Abstain. Alerts have been a
I'm not a ginger. I'm not a ginger. You idiot. I'm not a ginger. You idiot. I'm not a ginger. You idiot. I'm not a ginger. Idiot. I'm not a ginger. I'm not a ginger. I dye my hair. You fucking idiot. Do you think that purple and blue is part of being a ginger? And blue is part of being a ginger? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, now that that's taken care of, we can look at this, we can look at this, so now that that's done, we can look at this game, which I felt like they played surprisingly strong, or perhaps I just made surprising number of mistakes. I made 4 blunders, so let's see. This is my first blunder, is trying to get him to stay in the center. Everything is fine until I make this blunder. Knight takes e6. The thing is that they're just too well developed. This is happening soon. They're just too well developed for the sacrifice, even though I get to like skewer their queen with the rook here. It's not enough. It's obviously it's not enough. Okay, so let's see our next blunder. King f1 would have been better. And then suppose, you know, they do something really aggressive and then you just walk out like that. Seems good, yeah. I knew that there was some solution and I was under time pressure. If we look at the times, actually, if we take it to a study. To Rusty Games with the rolling eyes face. And, you know, this troll brings up a very, this troll, sorry, I thought I had banned them and I just made a mistake. So this troll brings up a very good point to be made, and that is people are not their ratings. So when somebody, this terminology that a lot of guys use in chess of, oh, a 1700, a 1900, a 2100, that's not a good way of thinking about people. And it's not a good way of thinking about yourself, that's for sure. That's absolutely certain. Because, and let me tell you why. Because you won't be as good if you think that about yourself. So, if you come from a philosophy of you must be the best, you have to be the best, you won't be the best if you're thinking like that. Doesn't matter if it's true that you're weak and people are exactly their rating. That's not going to help you be exactly that rating, or, you know, in this rigid example. Basically, I guess another point that needs to be brought up is that marijuana does not kill brain cells. Actually, marijuana makes brain cells grow. That's a very used to be common misconception. I thought that that's interesting. What do you mean by consistency? Like, how does consistency... Yeah, it's really sad to see somebody espouse ideas that people would maybe say in the 90s. And what this means is that the person is probably... I've run into young people like this, and I could be wrong here, but some young people I've run into that espouse these very archaic, wrong ideas have been sheltered by their parents for long periods of time, and their parents have passed these ideas on to them. Yeah, you can't judge a player simply by one game. Yeah, I mean, that's perhaps another way of saying this, but I don't think that I don't think that
New challenge.
that a lot of people who are really obsessed with chess hear what they need to hear in that comment. So I like to try to phrase things.
Ready.
Play in, blitz. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to word things in a way that is attractive to people who are all about winning and strength, and, you know, and that is the source of them talking in the way that they do, in an objectifying way. I made a mistake there. They could have punished me for it, I think, by pinning my knight to my king. I'll try this sack. I just noticed that the king... I thought that the king would have to guard this. Maybe open a file? And this bishop didn't seem active over there.
check,
The misconception about marijuana comes from the fact that marijuana causes forgetfulness, and it stays in your fat cells for a long period of time. And so if you use a lot of cannabis like I do, you can exhibit some forgetfulness, but it goes away once you've processed all of it. That has gotten it out of your fat. I guess that they were trying to guard this square. Put them in a prison.
check, victory,
Good game. Shall we rematch?
ready,
But dying brain cells doesn't look like forgetfulness
check,
at all. It looks like grief, actually. People are wildly crying for no particular reason other than, you know, they have this neurological problem. Any kind of drug use affects minors differently because their brain is developing. Yeah, that person even used the terminology "one more hit off the bong." I don't have a bong, and I've never had a bong on stream. I've never had one. I don't know what that would look like. Hmm. And the issue with minors is that minors tend to use drugs of all sorts, and so marijuana becomes positive in that context as a source of harm reduction because it does the least harm And trust me, there's much more harmful things that people do.
Check.
Not all minors do drugs, but children in general, adolescents in general try drugs and experiment with things. Drugs are an answer to many of the problems that people are facing for the first time in adolescence. They allow you to change your state of mind. And marijuana isn't for everyone. People with paranoid schizophrenia
Check.
shouldn't use marijuana, and it's a difficult issue because schizophrenia develops during the same time that kids are curious about marijuana. So sometimes it can be a chicken and egg thing, but it has been shown to precipitate
Check.
schizophrenia.
Victory.
Yeah, you really have to be careful with anecdotal evidence. One friend is not scientific. Science relies on the idea of doing something over and over again until you understand its behavior. And it sounds like your friend could have had schizophrenia and could have had the chance of developing it in other ways besides marijuana. I tell you, as someone who's been homeless before, if you meet a nice young man who just seems so sweet and you don't understand why a beautiful specimen like him would be outside, schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, bipolar 1, which a lot of people have misconceptions about bipolar disorder because of its more mild incarnation, which is a lot more common. Ooh, chess 960.
Ready.
Don't mind if I do. Let me see here. I could castle. That's legal. It connects the rooks, after all. I think this is a good move. I just bring up the homeless young man thing because there's an epidemic of homeless young men with schizophrenia. I'm not saying that men only are affected, but I'm saying that this is a particular archetype, or not archetype, victim, a particular victim that you meet homeless. There's women too, but I don't often find myself saying, "Oh, they're so beautiful and nice and everything," because I'm not often flirting with young women. I guess I don't. So, yeah, I guess that's why, because I've had a lot more intimate conversations with young men than I have young women on the street, as far as conversations that would shed light on your mental health. I castled.
check,
In this arrangement, the king starts off in this what I think is a more cramped position. That was a blunder. They could have taken this check with the knife.
check, 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 time is running out,
No way! Dude, I got 20 seconds.
check, check, check,
Shit, I'm so rusty.
check, 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 check,
Ah!
check, you lose.
Good game. So rusty. I don't think that was very sporting to ask for a takeback. I'm running a live stream and have 20 seconds on my clock, so I don't think that that's very fair. Thank you. Are you Namananti? Fresco 201? What?
Ready.
What are you talking about? My bullet rating is like 2150. It's my highest rating of all ratings. Why would you feel like that? I don't understand. Okay. Just so they can play d5 is why they're doing that, most likely. Or move the d pawn in some way. I think that there is a tactic here.
Check. Check.
See if they see the way out. Nope, they don't. The way out was to play bishop f5, protecting the rook. Yeah, that move, which they played anyway.
Check.
I'm playing this like it's a blitz game. My queen doesn't have a lot of squares. I'm tempted to go back to the long diagonal so that they don't, like... try any queen trappery. I don't know why I just didn't trade in the first place. Make this chat a little bit smaller. There you go.
Check. Victory.
Good game. Good game. I'm just a little cold up here in the attic. I'm up here in the attic of my grandmother's. We did the holidays over here, and I've been visiting my mother while she goes through chemotherapy. So lots of back and forth. I know I've mentioned this before. Yeah, I don't think I've played a game of chess in a while, you know. I need to play daily. I used to always play daily. No, there wouldn't be a day that went by without me playing chess, but I think one of my issues is just placing too much emphasis on rating and being afraid of performing poorly. Gets you into this mindset where you want like you ritualize it, you know, like everything has to be the same and like controlled, and I need to be in my like studio and everything, and I have enough coffee and I've taken my medicine and all this stuff and then I'll play. Well, that's like, if you have a list like that, you're never going to fulfill it. You know, life is never going to allow you to. So I think that just playing in whatever state I'm in, I think is probably good. I think that's something that's affecting me right now. Actually, is you can see actually a little bit of tremor, and I think that a lot of that is just associated with nervousness about performing well for you guys and for the world of chess in general.
Check.
Let your pieces go. It's in the Torah. And Moses said, let your pieces go.
Check.
Yes, well, it isn't, not as Christians know it, but a large, you could say that. Yeah, you could say that. The Torah contains all the different, like, if I'm not mistaken, Yeah, the 24 books from the book of Genesis to the end of Tonka. And it can even mean the totality of Jewish teaching, culture, and practice, whether derived from biblical text or later rabbinic writings. So it's a loose term. There's a loose term! Somebody stop it! I don't think there's any reason for me to take the bishop at d2. It seems to be giving them plenty of problems. There you go. Here's somebody who's telling you. Well, this is tempting because this is pinned. So they can't take my queen at g5. And it also puts pressure on g2. I'm going to go to f5. Maybe not. It might be time to take this with check. Yeah, just go ahead
Check.
and do it. I mean, I'm up a piece. Why not, right? Why is it not the right move? This shows some of the bad habits that I've sought to work out. I've discovered and sought to work out before you here on the stream, and that's I overcomplicate things. I overcomplications things as well. Like, I have a material advantage. I don't need complications. I just need to go to the end game. Attrition. Yeah, the so-called Old Testament is a Christian reference to the Jewish sacred scriptures referred to by Jews by its acronym Tonka. In the Jewish tradition, this consists of three groups of books. The Ta stands for Torah, the first 5 book of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. They speak of the history of humanity, beginning with creation, yada, yada, yada. Where's 2? Is there a 2? There's no 2? I'm looking for... They stopped numbering. They were like 1, and then they stopped numbering. Okay, oh boy. Oh gosh, oh boy, oh geez. Let's not fall victim to the same way that they did. That is, if I were to play there, trying to be cute, they just come over here with a check and pick up my knight. Well, I guess they didn't pick it. I just move it back here. But it's inconvenient. Pin is to win it, right? I'm just going to try to take advantage of that pin. There we go. There was a consolation prize for them castling queenside and thwarting my attack on the knight at d2, and that was I get to fork the rooks. That was what I saw when I calculated, and ultimately led me to the decision of playing this variation. We've got this little isolated pawn here. So isolated. Let's get my knight to a better place. I didn't think that they were very active there. They're aiming at this square, which is guarded by this pawn, and otherwise they're going here. You know, attacking this together is not working, because it's not going to work, because they're just going to kick my knight, so...
Check.
Okay. I got this Lee Chess merch on. I don't know if you can see it with this camera in the way. Yeah, there we go, with this clock. Let me just make myself a little smaller. There we go. Oops. One thing about OBS is it has no undo function. So if you make an error, it's hard to remedy it. Pin it to win it. Ah! I birthed a vape pen. So yeah, the Torah is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, putting this in a Christian kind of construct that then continues with books from minor prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, excuse me. Yeah, it continues with those familiar books, again, from the Bible, and then the minor prophets. What are the 12 minor? I'm confused still. Threatening mate there. Yeah, this answer is not very well formatted. And there's so many religious sources when I say, what is the difference between the Bible and the Old Testament? We'll just have to look at their table of contents. Cover an F6. Guarding against this check. Pin the knight.
Check.
I'm not falling for that, mister. Your queen's still pinned, mister. Or I meant mister, like they provide hydration on hot days, working with their colleague, the fan.
Check. Check.
Good
Victory.
game. Good game. Good game. Good game. I'm on fire. Oh, this gives us a chance to pause and learn about the Torah. Let's see if I can get some, some impartial advice. Yeah, let's join the tournament.
Ready. Going berserk.
Can't counterattack because I'm threatening to take. When I capture his knight, I'll be threatening another piece. So. Maybe I can open the F file. I can. The threat is greater than the execution. I think I'm going to leave the B2 pawn alone for now. I've got a good pin going on.
Check. I haven't sacrificed anything for this attack. I'm not useful there anymore. I think I'll move. What is my childhood? No. Hey, thank you. Hey, Sunny Forever. Welcome.
That was a good move, I think. Considering time constraints and making complications and stuff. I think that this is what makes it not the best move, is that I can play this knight takes f2. I'm so rusty. Like an old bucket.
Check.
Yeah, I'm typically always accepting challengers, except unless I'm already engaged in a game or a tournament, which takes longer than a game. Not I'm not always playing tournaments to win them or to try to place in them. Sometimes I join at the very last minute and don't expect that at all. So if that's the case, if you look at the time in the tournament and kind of use common sense, you might be able to see if I'm just playing around. You could also just ask and I will tell you. If you challenge, I shall accept.
Check.
Check.
Victory.
Good game. Like, let's see, where am I at in this tournament? I'm not doing too bad. I'm 39th. But yeah, I think I'll play. I mean, I'm on fire.
New
9
challenge.
points. Oh, but you want to play a standard game?
Ready.
There we go. Hey, you did it first. Good. I'm not playing anything else, am I? Nope, I don't think I am. And something I learned recently is that castling seems to be the main line here now, not c5. When I was studying the Pierce, c5 was the way to go, but I think that with precise enough play, white can gain an advantage over black pretty early, and then I think that a lot of people know those lines now. Right now I'm contemplating playing e5. I'm not sure that it's possible. Maybe c5 is possible in that here. So if I play c5 and they take it, my plan is to play queen a5 pinning the knight to the queen, to its king, and thus threatening, because the knight guards the e4 pawn, thus threatening to take this, which would be quite bad because this pawn will not be there; it will be over here. So that means that this bishop will have an open diagonal to attack it as well. Suddenly 3 pieces will be attacking, whereas there at first was 1. If they just say, hey, you know, fuck you, and they just keep taking, I'm already castled. I don't think they get nearly the compensation they want for that. So let's do it. And if you play it to e8, you pin this pawn to the queen if this pawn moves. So you can't retake it. So playing knight e8 isn't great, and that did right. Playing knight d7 seems like it might be the right move. If I play knight d7 and they take here, I'll just take here. That seems like the move to me. Typically is the move, but I've seen some lines where knight is played to g4 and white is not expecting this. In fact, they typically paint that as a blunder, and so if you can play it when it's not and you get some and then on top of it get attacking chances, your opponent will be off guard and overconfident, which is a combination for beating them. A good combination to win. Okay, let's clean some house here. We start with this. Clearing out this overextended center of mine. And yes, it is mine now. It belongs to me. I'm going to take all of the pawns. That is the white's, I'm saying white's center belongs to me. If you didn't get that. Just keep taking, just keep taking, just keep taking. Okay, let's see. How do I want to approach this? Take it with the knight. Just take it with the knight. Take it with the knight. Take it with the knight. This is now a pop music chess parody stream. That's right. You asked for it, we gave it to you. What strikes me is that this knight is not offended when looking at the position. Just like just like they attacked my knight by playing bishop f4, I think I can attack their knight by playing bishop f5. I was thinking of playing queen d5, but there's more development to do. Hey, thank you. Hey, and it's Texas Time Chess Monkey. Okay. We need to take it with this now, so that we have a knight support this push that regains our piece that we sacked on c2. If you didn't see why I did that, they were kind of getting the initiative back unless I did something like this, something sound, and I think this is. Oh, well, that's... Take. Okay, what's the count here? I'm 3 pawns up. Maybe I need to play this, I think. This might have not been sound for this very reason here, this variation. I've said this before, it doesn't help to think about mistakes past in games present. And yes, I am now speaking like The Night Before Christmas, like Dickens. Yes, I'm now speaking like Dickens. Game present, mistakes past. I think that's where the nuance of this is that I need to take with the pawn here because it's threatening to queen and take the rook. I said that backwards. To take the rook with check. How about that? I said that in a confusing way at first. Yeah, to take the rook with check. That is what it is. It is threatening. Okay, and now what I looked at was this. And if they move in such a way to threaten this, when I'm taking that, so I'm taking the supporting the rear piece in that battery. A battery is a combination of pieces to attack a single point. I think that was definitely a blunder because of this
check.
Move. Followed by that. Very important. Very important to follow with that.
Victory.
Good game. Woo! Oh, what just happened? I just knocked something loose. Something just cut out. I just lost the left channel. I swear. Hey, thank you for the game. You're awesome. It's really cool playing you. Woo! I don't understand what just happened. I really don't understand what just happened. And somehow it sounds a lot more like it's in my right ear than it's in my left. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. Somehow this one stopped working. Did I like switch it off somehow? We don't see any buttons. What about now? Yeah, still doing the weird thing. Now? No. Yeah, that was a good game. This is a poor cable. Good game, poor cable. Woo! Somehow, when I shouted, I hope I didn't break my headphones. Did I break them? Did I break them? This is weird. This is really weird. Woo! Yeah, that's how brains work, right? What about this? This is a little better. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, I have no left channel and I don't understand it. Maybe if I unplug the mic. This mic. I often have to unplug it and plug it back in. It's really a shame. Yeah, I don't understand why all of a sudden I'm not in stereo. After I shouted, woo! And I don't understand what happened. Hello? 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 You can hear me fine? But are you hearing me in the left channel? Because I can't hear anything out of the left channel. This is boggling my mind. In both? Wow, my monitor must have broke. These are really nice headphones. I can't believe that would happen. Wait. I don't know what happened. Woo! Trying to like recreate it. I don't understand. I should probably get some sleep soon. Especially since this microphone problem is cropping up. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nothing for me. I don't hear anything out of my left. Much richer sound now? You say much richer sound? Now? Is the sound richer now? Okay, yeah. I have it in cardioid mode. And I had it in just circular mic mode. I don't know what. What is Mark doing for Christmas chess? I wonder. There's bullet tournament. There's all these people hanging out with me. Seems like a shame to get offline. In the morning, I have to travel to Ohio. Excuse me. I should get probably a modicum of sleep. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that I should sleep or stay online? Let's play that rematch. How about that? I'm not going to let this audio problem get in the way of streaming.
New challenge.
Here we go. Yay!
Ready.
Okay. I don't hear any sound here. I have to do this thing with there we go. Finally the sound comes out. It hasn't been like that the whole stream, has it? I don't want to let the light squared bishop onto that diagonal. Yeah, most people are sleep deprived. What am I thinking? I don't know why I did that. That's silly. Good move. Hmm. Should unpin myself. Yikes. I definitely screwed up. Hmm. Hmm. I'm definitely losing.
Check. check,
Defending this square from that. The idea. Getting in front of the pass pawn. Just trying to keep my king next to the pawn majority, I guess is what you would call it. This you know, they're trying to lasso me. Get my rook behind this pawn. I'm gonna skewer me pawn.
check, 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 time is running out. Check. Check. You lose.
Okay, let's see. Need to study rusty games. Good game.
New challenge.
Okay, this is my first mistake here. Passive move. Relying on a cheapo. Too much bullet chest.
New
Way
challenge.
too much bullet chest. Yeah, that was definitely a blunder. So. Consistency was a topic early in the game. Thank you, Henry KDZ. Consistency was a topic earlier in the game, and I think that I don't take that seriously enough when I go to make my move. I used to take it a lot more seriously, and I feel like if I could conjure that level of devotion again, or of care, that I would definitely reach. I could get closer to my goals of becoming a master. When I approached a lot of these games, I kind of just played them on feeling and intuition, which is System 1. System 1 is your fast response, the thing that judges people when you first meet them, actually. It works in the blink of an eye and doesn't give you any time to think about things. System 2 is your contemplative calculating system, or calculatory system. The calculatory system, when it performs, it trains, hopefully, the System 1, the system of intuition. But that doesn't... This science doesn't mean that I can just walk up to the board and play what I feel is right. I'm always going to have to use a combination of both systems. Relying too heavily on either one will cause problems. They work in concert, and when they do work well together, it is apparent. I think that might be one way of describing flow. So, you know, if you rely too much on if I rely too much on intuition, get into problems like these. Especially when I'm rusty, and not a good time to be doing that. But if I rely too much on calculation and I'm just plotting all the time, I'm going to run out of time. I'm not going to consider proper variations. I'm gonna tire myself out. Well, that made things worse. Queen e2. 95 is the best move. Not that too. I'm losing really bad.
Check.
Okay, let's see how to play this. From the time that we go to the rook and
Check.
game. Is there ever a chance here to save it? And I just didn't understand? That's what I'm curious about.
Check.
There does not appear
Check. Check. Check.
Yeah, no chance. Okay. What do we have? Another challenge, or a challenge from Sergey to do a 1-0. I'm not sure if I, oh, sorry for the state of the board. I think that's a good observation. Sunny forever. Good night. I'm really happy with all the messages that I've gotten asking to play, and it's very friendly. Raisin 1381. I would just say, you know, tune into my show. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Tune into my show. I'm really happy to have everyone hanging out. I have 2
Ready.
minutes time.
Check. 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 Victory.
Good game. Woo! Oh, stretch time. Oh, you know what? I need, if nothing else, I need to stretch. It's stretch time. Okay? Stretch time. That pop was one of my elbows. My elbows like to pop. One of them like more than the other. A rematch. Let me go get something to drink and use the bathroom. BRB. She's back. She's purple. Well, what would you call this color? Like a fuchsia? A mauve? Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Huh? I like playing strong players, and in fact, if you look at my statistics, let's see, insights, right? Chess insights. Go to this. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Update insights. Crunching numbers. Okay, so over here, Do I gain more rating points against weaker or stronger opponents? And it appears that it's almost the same, but a little bit greater for stronger opponents. Thank you. This color is from Uniqlo, which is my favorite clothing store. I play a lot of tough players in Bullet, Blitz, Classical, Rapid, all across the board. I play. I'm not quite understanding this. It's just formatted poorly. This is supposed to be 1678, 1896, so on and so forth. Oh. Yeah, that system 1, that always takes the easy way. Well, actually, no. We always take the easy way with both systems, with system 1 and 2. But system 1 is way more lazy. It allows you to make preemptive assumptions. But system 2 is lazy in that it will defer to system 1 whenever it can, or whenever it can get away with it. How well do I move each piece in the opening? Ooh, look, there's some differences here. Queen, I am best with my queen. I am worst with my pawns. No, wait. I'm worst with my queen. I read that wrong. Average centipede sent upon loss, not gain. So pawn and king. This is interesting.
New message for you.
This speaks to what I was talking about with my approach to each move in the game. I think one thing is I've played chess for so long that I just feel like, I should be able to walk up. I just should be able to walk up and not think about it, just kind of automatic. And I can play in that way, but if I want to get better, and if I want to play consistently and well, that means treating every move like it's important, and giving it my best, like giving it the most effort that is appropriate, or not effort, the most thought that is appropriate, a minimum amount of thought. Even that's a better way to say it. A minimum amount of thought. That is checks, captures, and threats. Is there a material imbalance? What stage of the game is it? If I can't mentally answer these questions, I don't think I should move. If I can help it. Time pressure notwithstanding. Filters, what's this? Date, variant. Opponent strength, much stronger. Much weaker. Presets. Yeah, you can see there a simplified graph of what I showed earlier. Or, excuse me, yeah. rating gain 0.8. So I farm a lot of points off weaker opponents. And that has to do with there being a fundamental difference between these hyper-fast games and other chess games. There's all of these tactics that apply to running out of time. And I think that that's why here my ratio is flip-flopped from what it normally is when we look at Ultra Bullet. Because I'm using those time pressure tactics, which are different from chess. They seem different from chess to me. They seem new. If we go to Bullet, or actually we can just compare them. Bullet, Blitz, Rapid. So those are all the variants that I play, and see how what? Okay. Oh, I see. It's like averaging them. Okay. I guess what I need to do is change this to... See, okay, we go to classical, and we see that I gain, it's the reverse, as I said, as I kind of inferred it would be. Way the reverse. I gain a lot more points from stronger opponents than I do weaker opponents. In fact, I lose more points to weaker opponents than I gain. Because I help so many? What do you mean help? Like help people? Or like I'm doing the stream or something? Or I predict that this ratio will tend towards one side as we go down in time control category. See, we're getting closer. Bullet. There we go. Flip-flop, just as I said it would. I selected two independent and two dependent, so it doesn't know how to make a graph of that. So, yeah, I think it's averaging them. So yeah, Ultra Bullet and Bullet. Just Ultra Bullet that I'm gaining more points. Yeah, just Ultra Bullet where I'm using those hyper low time control tactics. I'm actually losing points to weaker players, gaining fewer from stronger players in Bullet. I wonder why that is. That's interesting. It's an interesting effect. IDK. IDK. Well, let's play some more chess. What do you say? Let's play some more. Let's play some classical chess. Give us a chance to actually think about what we're doing. Usually wait for high-rated classical game.
Ready.
To play e5 or not to play e5? That is what I shall calculate about. Looks good to me. I need to slow down even more. D5 is tempting too. Pawns have a lust to expand, after all. If they play knight A5, they'll play bishop to D3. Well, playing D5 And then if they play d6, then I play b4, which gets that knight that's sitting right here. This is no longer defending that because this will block it. Let's play it. I mean, their other choices were, of course, to lose a piece or undevelop the piece. Both options I'm okay with. It's knight a5 that I'm wondering about. I stopped taking this medicine and it made me lose a bunch of weight when I did. I feel like a skeleton when I look at myself on the monitor. Yeah, I think this is good. My mom got me this. I think the best weight I've ever been is when I get back from Norway. So now they've got a place to put the knight. Not a comfortable place, but a place to put the knight. Right now I'm looking at playing b4 anyway. My idea is to remove the defender of this square by playing b4 and forcing the, or a black, pressuring the bishop to take the b4 pawn and not play knight d7. As they take it, and it gives me this square. This defender's already on the back rank, so this is looking interesting here. This h7 pawn and square. So I'm looking at a Greek gift style sacrifice. Yeah, let's do it. Aw, thank you. Okay, they take it. So now I'm looking at a Greek gift style sacrifice. And that, if you don't know, Greek gift is where you sacrifice here with the idea of when the king retakes, you'll play knight check here, opening up this path here for the queen to come down and give a threat of mate on h7 that is usually irresistible. Irresistible means nothing can be done about it. Forcing moves are irresistible, but that's a trivial case, so we don't call them that. So it's looking pretty good, I think.
Check.
I think. I should know. Or maybe at least believe that the sacrifice will work. I think that this, a change in attitude can have dramatic effects. When I first started playing chess, the thing that my I guess, modus operandi was humility. I would try to choose the honest move, the one that assumes your opponent will respond with the best possible response. And I think that chess brings me maybe the most pleasure when I am applying myself the most, thinking where I can, not just pushing wood. The host of this podcast that I really love called Knowledge Fight, it makes fun of Alex Jones, basically. It's a lot smarter than that, though, than how that sounds. So they don't want to take it, and that's a sign that it behooves them not to take it. It's not a sign of much of anything, but it just behooves them not to take it. Well, it's a sign. I guess it's a sign that the attack worked. I was stopping myself from saying that, but it is a sign that the attack worked to some degree because I have won a pawn. If in this isolated Greek Greek gift sacrifice. In the larger picture, I have not won a pawn because I sacrificed a pawn right here to do this whole thing. So to get this g5 square open so that I could swing the knight here, which I think will be my next move. And then get the queen onto this file, and it's all over. Okay. Now, when I was calculating, I saw two moves, both killer. I'm going to play my queen to here. If I play the queen here, they can play knight to g7 and bring them over here to defend. But if I play queen here, it forces them to threaten my queen and prevent this discovered check. And then I can swing my queen over, like so. You like it? Often when the queen gets on this file, if the knight's already set up and if the bishop's still on h7, it's all over. But there's a lot more cases where black squirms away than you would think. Yeah, the tempo on bishop was very important, otherwise they could have defended by playing knight g7. And this is usually the shape of them trying to squirm out of things. So I have a move here that I think works. It's this move, which is an interference tactic, preventing them from this defensive move. And threatening mate on h7. How you like me
Check.
now? And now, this is not defending that.
Check.
Good
Victory.
game! That was a good game.
New challenge. New
Good
challenge.
Ooh, Sony, 2200 player.
Ready.
Watch out, people.
Check. 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 check, 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 check,
Time is running out.
check, 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 it's a draw.
Woo! I screwed that up. I let myself get emotional near the end. I should have been able to finish that.
Check, check,
Yeah, this is a good game. I'm definitely winning here.
check, check,
Yeah, queen takes f3, I saw that too.
check,
This is a cool tactic. You see, this is mate. So, gotta take here.
check,
But
check,
the
check,
thing that I'm not proud of is losing here of 7 seconds. So, let's see if I can play this versus the computer.
check,
Oh, there's no pre-moving against the computer, so this is pointless.
check,
Because I'm trying to like get my pre-move on.
check,
Oh, I guess there is pre-move.
check, 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 check,
Okay. But that was faster. I felt like this was very sloppy.
check, check,
That was a big blunder.
check,
Oh, sorry guys. There you go. I should have played knight c6. Where are my blunders at? Let's see. Here, where should I have played? Oh, this.
check, 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 check,
Dead. I'm already dead.
check, check, check,
There. 7 seconds would have been. I wish there were a way that I wish that I could be timed while I'm practicing with the computer. I guess it's just maybe I just use a traditional stopwatch.
check,
Lost force checkmate sequence. This is back here. Yeah, I should have been paying a lot more attention and being less nervous. If I go to a study, it'll show me my move times.
check, 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 check,
To the end. I have 1 second here. That should be more than enough time. Hey, Lightning Jelly. What's up? You have to do like a waiting move? Yeah, I got it. You need to make him eat the pawn. That wasn't it. Does anybody have any ideas? Maybe that. Tighten the noose. Goes check.
check,
Oh, that's not it. I made it take longer. Mate in 2. Don't move until you see it, Melissa. Don't move until you see it.
check,
There. That is the type of ethical playing. I really thought of it as being ethical at the time. That was one of my favorite words. But yeah, of being ethical in one's play by actually thinking about the moves. Once you've played enough chess, it becomes possible to just push wood and fool yourself into thinking that you're playing chess, but you're not, unless you're thinking. You have to think. Does anyone have any other challenges? I'm gonna leave for Ohio in 1 hour without any sleep. I'm not driving, don't worry. Merry Christmas, Lightning Jelly! Merry Christmas! God jul! Me and my boyfriend celebrate Yule, the
New
winter
challenge.
solstice,
Ready.
instead of celebrating Christmas.
Check. Check.
I'm in this Asperger's channel, and there was a message that said, I no longer milk, semicolon. Try me. I don't know what that means. Hee. At last, I shall have your jelly. Adios there, buddy. 10-4. Develop pieces. Ba. 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 I swear I think I blew out the left speaker in this somehow by just going, woo! Which really saddens me. Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Wow. Hello? Wow. Yeah, I think that my headphones are dead. Well, not dead, but in need of maintenance. Block the file. To prevent trading and displacing my queen, and also removing a defender of this, which is now being attacked by the queen. Keep it simple, Melissa. Use the acronym KISS ME. Keep it simple, Melissa. This isn't doing much, but I'm gonna reorient it so that it's more useful. Fair enough. I'll come back. I forked thee, lightning gently, now you will think for a long time.
Victory.
Good game. Let's analyze it. What do you think? I think so. Okay, I need to make another. Yes. Go to my automatic scene switcher here. And I don't. There's nothing. No distinguishing characteristics in the title of this page. It would allow me to I guess I could do like an exclusion type thing, like maybe if it has attack or defense in the title. Let's try that. It'll usually be kept in title case, so these will be capitalized. Attack or defense. Have that. And close. Now, when I go there, hey, it worked! I did it! Ha ha ha! Yeah. Okay. So to study. Okay. I'm proud of my regular expressioning.
Check.
Prefers knight c3. The book. Let's open that book.
Check.
But Carlson versus Topalov. Black won. So I shouldn't say but.
Check.
I should say and, because it just further demonstrates the point that although I love playing bishop b5 check, and it's a surprising move to black, that can mean a lot playing human opponents, but ultimately a better move is knight c3.
Check. Check.
Ask the computer for an analysis while we go through this. Where did lightning go wrong here? Taking is a mistake. Better variation is just a castle. And then if I take this, so I'll come back here. come here and we find that black has the advantage. Okay, black is better there. So that's why you just castle. We're still in book here, so we're still playing like grandmasters, as my friend Phil Burt would say from the Westport Chess Club. Okay, this is the blunder. This is definitely where you went. The most notably wrong. This would be the place to start with improvement. Or this is the most important thing to point out, is this tactical error. And it's possible to achieve damn near tactical mastery, if not tactical mastery. That's demonstrated by all these super GMs and things we have. Excuse me, all these super GMs that we have demonstrate that you can have tactical mastery, whereas, 100 years ago, Romantic chess, or maybe 150 years ago, Romantic chess didn't seem like it was like tameable, but defense has become a lot more precise. Where to weed at? There you go. Yeah, this is definitely where you went wrong. Ooh, it's a King's Gambit accepted bullet arena. That's interesting. I don't have any System 1 training in the King's Gambit. Afterwards, there's a hyper bullet arena, or appropriate. Very in this bracket here, there's like lots of really crazy chess going on. Lots of hyper fast madness and super open, sharp, tactical madness. I mean, let's just watch this tournament. It's probably very interesting. I say tactical mastery. Watch as the grandmasters go through long chains of tactics and counter tactics, only to end up with the same material.
Check.
Counterattack.
Check.
This is bad.
Check.
Very similar material. There we go.
Check. Check.
Boom. Same material.
Check.
Nobody's asked about the title. I assume you know that I am broadcasting from my grandma's house in fabulous Kansas City, Missouri. Well, this is good. 23rd player beat the first player. Can you follow tournaments? You should be able to. That would be better.
check,
There we go. One that's actually in action.
check, check,
Killer. Oofta. GP Bear, where are you from again? Hey, Texas time. Oh, you're originally from Oakland. Yeah, I seem to remember this. Oh, you read my Velviness blog post. That's so nice. Yeah, I'm in the attic right now, and the attic is probably my favorite place in my grandparents' house. Um, uh, but it's also full of velvety things. So it's like I'll be interested in something and then be like, ah, like what's that? Ah, I pulled open, I like pulled this little drawer out of something today, and like went to grab it, and it was all velvet. Um, I think that maybe I'm gonna sign off here. Oh, about car paint? Like the chalky kind or the smooth kind? I like the smooth kind. The feeling is, well, I should say the feeling is good. It is pleasant. Yeah, the chalky ones like I don't like those. especially if my hands are all chalky. And then it's like amplified. But of course you know that because you read the FAQ. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I've been up all night with you guys. This is pretty cool. I bet my grandma is awake by this point. And I'll probably go downstairs and share some coffee with her before we have to get going. I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to leave you guys. I want to go have coffee with my grandma, but I don't want to stop streaming with you guys. So I'm gonna go to the East Coast for a little bit, and when I come back this direction, which will be before the new year, I will stream again, and I think that I might have a New Year's Eve show, so if you are interested in that, maybe I should get some party hats or something. Yeah, so thanks for tuning into my stream, everyone. My website, which that frequently asked questions about velvet sensitivity or velviness, is at honeynymph.net. And that's just like my name, .net. And then the Discord, who's Feels birthday, man? What? Oh, is that an emote that didn't go? I think so. I have custom emotes that I've been slowly populating my stream with. Ah. I've been doing different cartoons of chess annotation and chess pieces. If anyone's interested, there's this link, which I will just post there. Thank you. Thanks, GP Bear, Texas Time Monkey, Lightning Jelly, Sunny Forever. Thank you for following. Presco. Wishes and Bones, Willow Green, and the two trolls in the beginning. I'd like to say I'm sorry for whatever happened to you, and I hope you get the help you need. Just go check yourself in. And if you're underage, say, Mom, Dad, I need to go to the psychiatric institution. We care about you. That's really care. It's just Thanks for watching my stream. Keep tuning in for all kinds of hilarity battles on the chessboard and battles with the toxic gaming and unfortunately somewhat toxic chess community. Just stream for another hour? Well, I'm an old lady. If I'm gonna stream, nobody calls me chicken. You're on needles. I have little pains in my body. Like, they're caused by my nerves being pinched in my neck right here. So, I should do something about that. I tend to put it off too long, and then I get real uncomfortable. That sounds familiar, trigeminal neuralgia. Oh, geez. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, this is similar to... Yeah, the pathology is similar, compression of a nerve, but the symptomology is much more severe. I mean, I have severe pain, and I have sciatica, and let me tell you, when my sciatica is like, when my back is out, like people say, like, I'm immobile, but this is like, this sounds awful, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like faciatica. Ugh. I imagine just being like... The only weird... Well, I have a lot of different like weird things that have happened with my face. I think a lot of it has to do with just like being a psych patient and having different pharmaceuticals. But one thing that I've always had since I was a kid is this weird thing where like there's this muscle in my neck, and if I yawn the wrong way, it'll get like stuck, and I have to be like, and wait for it to kind of like go back. And I never met anyone with the same problem until I met my boyfriend, and he has the same thing. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what that's called? See, it's hard to describe. It's hard to search for. It's like weird muscle thing that like makes you go like this. It's like it's hard to search for that, you know? I don't have the vernacular. Yeah, I just have like I have some pains in my toes, and I have some pains in, definitely I have pain right here, and don't have much pain at the source, not much at all. Toes? Toes? You want some toes? How about those toes? How about those toes right here? Those toes. I should go. Good night, everybody. Oh, you're still talking to me. Okay. Maybe not. What I should do is go take my medicine. But I hate it. Because it tastes awful. It tastes awful, though. It's so bad. Oh, I don't think it would be good with ice cream. It's this, like, bitter orange flavor. And they make the flavor... They make it... How can I put this? They make it conformist in that it has a flavor and a scent, and it's orange. But they also make it distasteful, unpalatable. It's bitter, and if you put too many of them in your mouth at once, you'll throw up. Like, you won't be able to do it. And it's designed to keep people from abusing the medicine. So yeah, it tastes pretty gross. But it's designed to be like, if you just take the right amount, it's supposed to be like grape flavor or orange flavor, but I still can just taste the deterrent that they put in it, even when I just take the recommended 2 strips. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. You guys are awesome. And see ya soon. New Year's. Or sooner. Goodbye, GP. I'm gonna go take that medicine. Good night. Peace.